Today I'm going to piss off a lot of vegans. Let's do some vegan myth busting. Organics are more harmful for your body, the environment, and the animals. So what is organic? Organic. Well, when it comes down to it, it's a made-up marketing gimmick to sell people more expensive produce. The general definition is organic food is food produced by organic farming, a set of techniques that mixes scientific knowledge of soil depletion and enrichment with anti-scientific beliefs and myths about nature and the natural. It's the idea that people seem to have in their heads that anything man-made is evil and terrible, and anything from nature is perfect. Many times you hear them talk about pesticides, and pesticides are so terrible, and oh my God. Thing is, organics use pesticides too. Don't believe me? There's some. Here's some. There's another one. Maybe I'll put one right over my face. There's lots and lots of pesticides used in organic farming, and they are not healthier for you, the environment, animals, the soil, and they still cause ocean dead zones. The vast majority of research supports the fact that organic pesticides are not better. Links down below to that. The USDA's official position on organics is the USDA makes no claims that organically produced food is safer or more nutritious than conventionally produced food. Organic food differs from conventionally produced food in the way it is grown, handled, and processed. And in fact, we have supporting data to show that the chances of E. coli contamination or listeria, or some of the other things you see come up in the news and have product recalls, are actually much greater in organic produce and products. Link down below to that as well. You might be wondering why. That's because the most favored organic natural fertilizer that they use is actually manure. Comes from factory farm, from very diseased animals. And people are so worried about pesticides. The truth is, pesticides, whether natural or synthetic, are both not a big problem because they are on the food in minute quantities. Now that doesn't mean these pesticides, either the synthetic or the natural, are safe for those working in the fields and spraying. Both of those pesticides cause cancer. Even the natural pesticides cause the same cancers as the synthetic ones to the laborers in the fields. What many people don't know is that plants actually produce their own pesticides. Mind-blowing, right? I didn't even know that until I started doing this myself. The truth is, the amount of pesticides residue left on plants produced both naturally by the plants themselves and put on by organic farmers is actually in greater quantities than the synthetic kind, which can lead to more problems for the workers. Not for you ingesting it, but for the workers themselves. They produce these against insects, fungi, and other natural predators. In my research, I came across over 30 separate investigations of around 500,000 people that shown farmers, millers, pesticide users, that would be the sprayers in there, foresters, and other people occupationally exposed. They're exposed to far greater quantities than you would get just taking it home and washing it. And those people have much lower cancer rates than even the general public at large. It's funny that the amount of arsenic in an apple or a pear is far greater than the parts per million on the outside of your vegetables or fruits. But nobody ever freaks out about that or avoids eating that. There's many natural toxins in our foods that are just there. It has nothing to do with anything else. You shouldn't be freaking out about nothing. And that's what this is. You're paying more for nothing but a marketing gimmick. Marketers are getting on this train to convince you that nature and green, and then they put leaves on the package, and they're playing into the zeitgeist that everything that's green and natural is better. It's not true. And we have data to show that it's not true. In fact, it's more often than not worse, far worse. Marketing of organic foods banks on perpetuating the myth that organic means safer, healthier, and tastier. And that's almost 100% not the case. Oftentimes you even hear that pesticides are killing bees. There has been no studies to confirm this whatsoever. And if they were to have any effect, the same effect is going to be had from synthetic as well as the natural. Same thing goes with the ocean dead spots in the runoff. It's all toxic. It's all bad. I'm going to put the links down below for that and some other things I didn't talk about. I'd like to address GMOs, but I'm not going to do it in this video. I have another video I want to do for that. What it comes down to is that us being vegans, it doesn't matter either way what we're choosing. It's the same. There is no measurable difference except what you're paying. And well, that's not true. You get much less yields out of organic methods of farming. Far less yields. Organic produce yields are 19.2% lower than conventional ones. What that means is getting less food on the land when we need to grow as much food as possible. So in the end, what this all comes down to is stop wasting your money, purchase the conventional, don't worry about it because they both have fucking terrible chemicals on the outside of them, and don't get wrapped up in all of the crazy conspiracy nonsense. Stick to science, stick to what's true, and your wallet will thank you.